before Columbus got off that boat, there were people here already. You know what those people look like? They look like me. Not how I look now, but in terms of my features, my skin complexion, or my quality of melanin or carbon. Okay? These are the people, the Aboriginal people, okay? And so, when it comes to sovereignty, the only people on a land who can exercise sovereignty as the sovereigns are the natural people of the land, okay? Now, being how Africans, or modern day African, I really don't like to refer to African after I figured out what African really is. You understand what I'm saying? But that's a whole nother video, okay? But, you know, people of African descent, I'll just say for the, you know, just for the sake of this video, people understand. Africans, okay? We were here already. And so we are indigenous to this entire planet. We are the first people of this planet, not just North America, not just Washington State, not just New York, which are all corporations. They're all companies, y'all. A government cannot exercise its sovereignty doing business as a corporation. That's Civics 101. The minute they do that, they lower themselves from the status of government to that of a private citizen. So you're on a level playing field. But guess what? You will never be on a level playing field if you're acting as one of their agents. What do I mean by that? What do I mean is, if you're the one going and applying for a state ID, okay, without knowing how to properly use it or reserve your rights while signing for one. I just helped my fiance, she got hers, okay, made sure that she reserved her rights on that so that she can't be held liable for any information that wasn't disclosed to her within that contract, which of course it wasn't disclosed, okay? So bottom line is, when it comes to this said government or this private corporation that's pretending to act like government, okay? Because a democracy is not within the Constitution. There's nowhere in the Constitution that says anything about democracy. Anywhere, okay? It's straight republic. So the minute someone says democracy, you already know bullshit, bullshit, and bullshit. Now, amongst that, the biggest problem we're having as indigenous peoples or descendants of Africans is that we're getting shot up in the motherfucking street like fucking animals and savages. Why? Because we choose not to educate ourselves, raise our vibrations, and become civilized people once again. Alright? We are the mothers and fathers of human civilization. Everything they learned, they got it from us. So we've been a fucking horrible example. I'm not saying that they're in the right and that we need to change up so that we can, so that they have a pass, so that, the liability is not on them. Fuck yeah, the liability is on them. But if you want to make them pay, you got to be in honor. All right? You got to be in honor of your mothers and fathers. You know damn well you're African descendant. So how the fuck can you go around with the last name of Smith, Jones, Johnson, Harold, Green? Come on, man. These are not African names. These are not the names our foremothers gave us. These are not the names our foremothers and forefathers did business in. Those are all European names, aka slave names. Therefore, if you're still walking around with slave names, you're still slave property, or your chattel property, or your goyim, as they say in the Jewish whatever, Hebrew language. Goyim. That's what they call us, goyim. Because we act like minors, and people think minority has something to do with the number of people. Okay, guys, let's learn to start dissecting words, okay? Within words, there are words. I know some people say, yo, Red, son, why are you so obsessed with words, B? Like, everything you do now is about words, son. Words, words, and words. You know why? And I'm not a fan of the Bible. But if it's read from a scientific perspective and a law perspective, the Bible is the shit. I'll give it that. But in terms of the dogma religion of me looking outside myself to find God, or that, one day the cloud's going to open and a being is going to come down with fucking an army and shit. Dude, the army's here already. The angels are here already. You're looking at an angel right now, motherfucker. Hello. If God were to be here, he would look like this. Nothing spooky about that. You can't mix spiritual and physical, although they work hand in hand. But you can never cross them, okay? That's why we have to have a garb of flesh, a garb of materials made from this planet. I can't just walk around as a spirit. You wouldn't be able to see me. You probably wouldn't even be able to understand what the fuck I'm saying. We wouldn't even be able to communicate. Okay? Now that we understand that, let's get down to the root of problems, okay? And this is one. Etiquette in dealing with policy enforcers. Okay? And once again, your word is power. So these people out here, policemen and policewomen, yes, they're given a job, okay? But let's understand what an officer is. A real officer. A real officer is someone who's voted, who's elected into that seat by the people, okay? I don't know about you, but I have never been to a ceremony where they were reading a potential officer their oath or whatever, and I was there, you know what I'm saying, to bear witness and gave a vote for that particular officer to have a seat in that office. I never did that. I don't know if you guys did, but I never did it. Never did it. That's real great English. But you understand what I'm saying? I never voted to have any police force put into office. However, we did vote for a sheriff. Okay? The sheriffs are elected into office. He's an officer, or she's an officer. That's about it. So you call them what they are. You know what I'm saying? When you start giving people titles that shouldn't be put to them, guess what? It gets to their head, and head starts to get a little big, chest starts to puff out a little bit, ego starts to expand. You know what I'm saying? Then they just start approaching your shit. Hey, license, registration. You have an ID? Who are you? What are you doing? Where are you going? Why are you going there? Who do you know there? Where do you live? It's like, yo, can we go out to dinner first? You understand what I'm saying? So you have to get that. The aim of the game is not to protect and serve. Okay? It's to collect now. They're collecting revenue. They got quotas to hit. So you got to get this, especially towards the end of the month. Towards the end of every month of every year, it gets crazy. Why? Because time is ticking. Niggas got to start hitting quotas. Got to start hitting quotas. If they don't hit quotas, guess what? That captain's going to get on that ass. That's not our fault, though. That's a problem they got to deal with. But they're looking for a reason also to shoot and kill us Africans in the middle of the street like dogs. Because one, we don't help ourselves in the situation. And two, they're making money. Don't you get it? It's easier to kill the person rather than shoot them, have them live, and then they sue you for shooting them. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just put ourselves in the, as much as I know people don't want to do this, let's put ourselves in the shoes of a police man or woman who's working for an alleged company who's claiming to be government, who's not government. Okay? If I'm a policeman, and for some reason I hate myself or people of this type of complexion, or I'm just hostile, okay? If I'm in a confrontation and I pulled out my gun, okay? I pulled out my gun. Once I pulled that trigger, I have a choice now. You see? Because if I aim to injure, I can be sued. If I aim to kill, there can be no testimony. You understand what I'm saying? So just think about Trayvon Martin, Eric Garner, you know what I'm saying? All these cats. There's been so many cats. I can't even fucking Michael Brown, you know what I'm saying? Etc., etc. Etc., 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 etc. Okay? It's better to kill from a policeman's perspective because you got to deal with less shit. All right, and then what happens is you can let the family sue. Oh, you killed him, they shouldn't have shot. All right, we're going to sue him. And then the family goes to sue him. But what does the family do? They hire a motherfucking attorney whose duty is to the court. The same court that you're trying to sue, that's working side by side with the officer who killed your family member. Does that make sense to you? Don't that sound like a conflict of motherfucking interests? People? I'm just saying. And that's how indictments can be thrown out, this, that, and other shit thrown under the table, because you guys are putting the responsibility of shit that you supposed to be handling your motherfucking self in the hands of complete strangers, and then get tight when the shit don't go the way you wanted it to. You ever heard the phrase, if you want it done right, do it yourself? I mean, come on. Like, seriously, come on. This shit is sad. And so now we'll have descendants of Africans, okay, marching on the street, doing all these type of demonstrations. Yo, you know what the officers are thinking when they see shit like that? We're real cute. That's what they're thinking. Oh, look at these little monkeys. They're cute. Look at them doing their little circus act. Okay? I know it's abrupt, but yo, like, the truth I don't gotta conceal the truth. I don't gotta butter up the truth. The truth is the truth, okay? Protesting don't get shit done. You listening to these motherfucking fake ass black leaders out here talking about civil rights. Motherfucker, why are you focused on civil rights? Did you not know natural rights come first? What do you think? You think the creator created the universe and was thinking about fucking civil rights? Or was he thinking about natural rights, the natural laws of the universe? And then from the natural laws of the universe, then you can apply human rights. Not civil rights. Civil rights is the last thing you think about. And civil rights has to do with civilization. You can't be a part of civilization if you're not civil. Y'all here gangbanging, killing one another, robbing people, out here in the streets not doing nothing constructive or productive for the community. So, these cops out here, okay, they're looking for trouble. They want you to resist. What do you think is the first thing they say when anything happens? Oh, they were resisting. They were resisting, blah, blah, blah. They made a move. They were being aggressive, hostile. I felt unsafe. I'd pull out my gun and cap them. Okay, cool, no problem. You know what? We'll give you we'll suspend you with pay for about a month till the shit cool over. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I'm saying, we'll bring you back. While the families and shit standing on some podium with fucking fake ass Al Sharpton or fucking Jesse Jackson, who works for the same motherfuckers that cop works for, that the DA works for, that the fucking judge works for, okay? Telling you civil rights. What the fuck, man? Yo, get off that civil rights shit. That's not where you want to be at. As you can tell, civil rights has not been doing the job. Because you've been trying to run before you fucking know how to crawl. Let's start crawling first. Human rights. Okay? Human rights. See? Let's get that straight here. Human rights is for people of the human family called nations. Okay? So if you're not part of a nation, you don't have no fucking human rights. Okay? That's how you can get gunned down in the middle of a street and there's no type of consequences for it. No one goes to jail. The cop who shoots the child or whatever gets to go home at night to his family, have dinner, talk about the crazy day they had, and then go to bed. Alright? This shit is real, son. Everything they do out here is a fucking play, okay? They need a reason. So don't give them one. Don't give them one. Another quote from the Bible that I really like. You know what I'm saying? Be ye wise like a serpent, but as I don't know if it's as gentle, but you know, pretty much I'm just gonna put in my word and say as gentle, but be ye wise like a serpent, but as harmless as a dove. I think that was the word. If I'm saying it wrong, please forgive me. I don't go deep into the Bible like that, but like I said, I'm starting because I like the principles from a scientific perspective. But yo, Be ye wise like a serpent, be harmless like a dove. That means you can be smart and you can be wise. All right? But you got to know when to shut the fuck up. Okay? I was arrested about 2 weeks ago, if you didn't know. I was, guy thought I stole the car. All right? Came out, hands on the gun. You know what I'm saying? 4 or 5 of them came out. Gloves ready to fuck something up, okay? I don't give them a reason. You know what happens? Because their biggest thing is fear. What happens when you see 4 or 5 cops roll out simultaneously with gloves on approaching the car? You start to get a little claustrophobic. Oh shit, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. Chill. Relax. If you ain't do nothing wrong, chill. Just chill. You know what I'm saying? If you know you're in the right, then you're in the right, dog. Just chill. They approach the car, they want to open the door, you know what I'm saying? Let them know, which is what I did. I let them know, hey, you know what I'm saying? This is a violation of the Fourth Amendment. You guys don't have a warrant signed by a judge. I don't consent to any search or seizures. All right? Just letting you know, I don't consent to this shit, but I'm not going to resist either. Because guess what? After all is said and done, I just file a fucking lawsuit. It's that simple. Why would you want to argue, right? Get shot, get killed, when you could just say, okay, I'll comply with you, but I won't be involved in your act. You know what I'm saying? I'll be over here in my own little zone, okay, making sure I'm within my human rights. And after you're done playing your little role or your little act or your little game, then I go and file a suit against you. I get your name, I get your badge number, I get your bond number, and that's it. I get paid without getting shot or killed. And and when it was happening, I'm just calm and cool. All them dudes who came out with the gloves on, ready to fuck something up, guess what? They tight now, because they got to calm the fuck down. Because now they realize they're not dealing with a fucking ignorant nigga. They're not dealing with a hostile nigga. They're dealing with a civilized human being. So they got to change their fucking tone. And that just goes without saying. I didn't even have to say anything. They automatically calmed the fuck down. By nature. Okay? Because once you approach me, you in my circle. You in my world. I don't give a fuck if you got a gun or not. That doesn't mean that because you're in my world, all right, I'm going to start catching a power trip and trying to impose myself. No. I'm just going to chill, lay back, let you do your little act or your little play, not get involved, okay? And then when it's time, I just sue your ass. But hey, I get to go home. You get to go home. Your family members get to go home. So basically what I'm trying to say is stop being so fucking hostile. Calm down. Don't get fear, because fear is false evidence appearing real. It's all in your head. It's all in your head. When they come out with them gloves and shit, they want to do something to you. So don't give them a reason to. That's what they're looking for. It's kind of like if you come into a room and you're yelling at someone who's just mad calm, yo, and the other person just sitting there like, okay. And you're saying some like hurtful shit to the other person, and the person is just not reacting. They're just like, okay, whatever. You're trying to get me to that level, but I'm not going to go to your level. I'm civilized. I'm here. I'm not going to let you bring me down to here. After a while, the person who's doing all the yapping and yelling, they start kind of feeling dumb because they're not getting a response back. It's kind of like they're sitting there talking to themselves, making an ass out of themselves. You feel what I'm saying? So don't overreact. Just be calm, be cool, chill, relax, and go home. When you're nice and safe, okay, and your family member is all good and no one's hurt, you file a fucking suit. Simple. Real simple. Oh, and today's my fiance's birthday. Say happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. And you see, if I wasn't civilized, my ass would have got shot like 2 weeks ago, and I wouldn't be here to tell her happy birthday. Okay? Let's get it together, y'all.